Good afternoon. How's everybody today? Glad you could join us today. Looking beautiful, Louise.
Thank you. I've been polishing. I was like, is there anything on my face? I don't know.
You're a bit closer. Let's just pull you back a bit. There. Pull you back a bit. There we go.
Has been delivered. There is something in the stocking.
Yes, we will come to that a little bit later.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Good. Everybody, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody on this afternoon. Good, good, good. Can you all hear us? Music's still running. Is it really? Oh, there we go. Should be okay. Should be off now. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Amco. Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think I got the videos on auto repeat, so yes, okay. Right, okay. I've lost my apron. I don't know where my apron is, so we're gonna have to do this apronless today.
Oh no.
Oh no, what is the world going to come to? I gotta have an apron. You know what I'm like? I gotta have an apron.
Yeah, you feel a bit naked now, don't you?
I've always got to have an apron on in work. I feel really awkward without an apron. So, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Got some twinkling lights today in my little jar. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Louise has got a couple of lights behind her, though you can't really see them too much, can you? And also, you can see a bit of the pickle jar. So, Louise, anything to say? Yes, the one thing. Sorry. The one thing that we forgot to mention last week is that we were the finalists in the Caerphilly Business Awards. That's what I was trying to remember last week, and we were highly recommended.
Highly commended. No, it wasn't that either. Hang on a minute. It was. Sorry, it was like highly commended.
It was.
It was.
We were highly something. We were highly drunk.
This is embarrassing.
No, we weren't
No,
actually.
we weren't.
We
Speak for yourself.
Behaved ourselves very well.
We always do.
Anyway, we're on there somewhere. Highly commended. No?
Special recognition we got. Special recognition
award for At the Bench for the area that we're in, which was really nice, wasn't it? We had a lovely evening. Black tie job, that sort of thing. We did really well, didn't we?
We did.
Enjoyed
it.
So that was a good time. Anything to say this week, Louise? You've been busy.
I've been really busy. I've started my Wax Carvers advent calendar. That's been really exciting.
Yes, you have.
So,
sorry guys, just want to adjust Louise a bit more. There she goes. There we go.
I don't think I shouldn't do any spoilers, should I? But I think Sandy has put it on the Wax Carvers Instagram page.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say?
You can just say when you've done the first two products.
I've done the first two products. Perhaps I'll show you next week if I've.
Yes.
Yeah. In case anyone's got it and hasn't opened it yet.
And it is the Wax Carvers Advent Calendar.
Yeah, keep that away from the radiator. Sorry. I love it.
Good, isn't
I'm
it?
already on day 2 and I absolutely love it. There's I've gone for the Explorer box, so it's got everything for each day all wrapped up, all the materials anyway here, all labelled up, and there's a film for each project or technique, and there's also a handout as well, so the whole thing is just, it must be so much work. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it, and perhaps I'll show you what I've done next week to avoid any spoilers, if I'm allowed to. I'll check with Sandy.
Because that's like the intermediate sort of box, is it?
No, there's the Trailblazer box, and there's the, I mean, it may be because I might do the Trailblazer next year, I might do the different, I'm not sure, but yes, I'm loving it, and it's one thing I've wanted to learn for a long time. And even just the first 2 projects, I've learned loads, and I've got ideas as well of things that I'm going to do based on what I've learned. So yeah, really loving it.
It's very good, isn't it? So we love that one.
Yeah. Oh, Helen's got it too. Yes, the video is so calming. It is, isn't it? It's brilliant. Yeah, I love it. So put that over there away from the radiator.
And of course, as you say, there's a lot of work that's gone into it, and we know how long it takes to film something, to edit it, to do the handouts, to do the photographs for it. And as you say, it was £200?
It was €150. It's not worth €150. It's worth a hell of a lot more than €150 and more. I would
because the handouts are like 5, 6, 10 pages each.
Yeah.
And that's for each
Well,
day.
that's today and yesterday,
Yeah.
and it must be an absolutely tremendous amount of work.
Yes.
So, yeah, brilliant. Absolutely loving it so far. I'll show you what I've done next week.
Cool. Jane says, where is the Carver's Advent Calendar sold? So if you want to put that in the chat.
It is Wax Carvers.
Max Carver's Advent Calendar.
I don't want to wish the month away, but I'm looking forward to January because it kind of makes you think outside of the box. So by January, I'll be so far out of the box, I won't even be able to see the box. I won't even know where the box is.
I love the image on the front page because the scrapings of the wax look like snow, and she's made it look like snow, hasn't she? So I love that. I love the way it looks.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. I thought it was snow. I mean, yeah, snow.
It's all the
So
shavings of
cool.
the wax. So
Yeah.
we absolutely love that.
Good.
And the other advent calendar we got is the Gemology Rocks.
And I've left that downstairs like a big wally. It's yeah.
And that's the Gemology Advent Calendar.
Yeah.
With a gemstone every day.
Perfect. Yeah. I feel totally spoiled this advent. It's brilliant.
So we're loving it. We are loving the advent calendars.
Okay.
Yes. Cool. Excellent. We don't get anything for mentioning these, do we? We pay for it all.
Well, we mentioned things that we love.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, and if we don't like it, we don't sell it.
Yeah.
So last week, somebody asked me about books as well. I'll
Yes.
start off with my books. So they asked me, what books do you recommend? What jewellery books do you recommend? And I reeled off some titles, but I've got 5 books that I recommend. I think I've talked about this on YouTube already, but I'll talk about them again very briefly. Now, when I started back in 1980, can't remember,
Something.
84, 85.
Yeah. Move on.
80, yeah. Back then, there were only a few books on jewellery. And one of those that I bought is this book. And you can see I have used this book. This is the Jewellery Making Manual by Sylvia Wicks. This, I think, is now out of print, but we have got 1 copy on our store.
Is it that one?
No, this is mine.
Oh.
This is my
This
is my original
Good Lord.
book back from 19.
Oh, that explains it then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And in fact, I even found in here, I found a J.
I was
Blendle.
going to say, if it's that one, you might want to disclose the condition.
This was the J. Blendle and Sons. My gosh, an invoice back from 1986, 18 carat setting, £5. Silver wire, £6 an ounce. What's it now? No idea. But anyway, we've got 1 copy. Louise is going to post that in the chat.
I just did.
Oh, it's 1 copy. It's an ex-library copy. Because these books now you cannot buy new. You have to pick them up wherever you can. We managed to get as many pre-owned books as we possibly can, and we sell them on to you guys. It's 1 copy. It is from a library. You open it up and it says the library. I think it's Warwick Library on it. But it is brilliant. It is red, but there's not rips like mine. And it really is an amazing, amazing book. I absolutely love this book. There's my invoice there. Let me go a bit wider on this so you can see what's going on. I love this book. This book gave me so much inspiration when I was young. It started off going through some of the images. You got this lovely neat bench there. It goes through some styles, so contemporary styles, about the metals, basic techniques, blah, blah, blah. And she also goes into some bits about painting. Now I copied these, not copied them, but I used these pictures here religiously in my work when I was in uni, how to shade, highlight and so forth.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they were really good. And I just devoured this information because there was not much information on books back then. So this is 1 book, Sylvia Wicks Jewellery Making Manual. If you miss it and you miss out on the store, it is also available on Amazon. Louise is going to put some links down there as well.
Yeah.
It's in the Stream Deck. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
You have done that. Excellent. So that's that. So we absolutely love that. So that's my first book that I do recommend. And going back in the 80s, this was the first book, again, by Dinnie Hall. You may remember the name Dinnie Hall. She was the judge on the second series of
All the Glitters.
All the Glitters. Thank you. So, it should all be there on the stream deck already.
Yeah, all right. Calm down.
So again, this is another one of the first books that I bought. I think this was out back in 1986, something like this. Dinnie Hall, first published in 1986, spot on. And I love this book. We are looking at really advanced jewellery techniques. The pictures are lovely and clear. What's this? Is this my... There we go. There's my receipt for my book. Didn't even claim for it back in those days, so it didn't start up. £9.95. George's bookseller, Bristol Avon. Again, it's a really a good, amazing book. Goes into some contemporary styles. I use some of these ideas in my degree. Talk about hallmarks, that may be a little bit out of date now. Texture in metal, plates and oxidizing. It's an absolutely amazing book. Again, we've got one copy in our store. Again, it is a pre-owned book. You cannot buy this book new. If you want to grab it from the store, you can do. We've got one copy in the store, but if you miss that copy, they are available on Amazon. And again, Louise is going to tinkle that little Stream Deck keys and there'll be the link to these books on Amazon just to save you time. Another book that is a really good book, this everyone knows, Tim McCreet, an amazing metalsmith, jeweler and goldsmith. He's more now into publishing. This is a really good. This is the complete metalsmith. This is the spiral bound copy, and again, it goes into everything you could possibly ask for. I would say it is very good at showing you all the techniques, but the techniques then are limited to one page. So some of the information on the techniques is limited because obviously you only have the one page that it's on. But it is an amazing book. We don't have any of these books, unfortunately. We're out of stock of these, but again, they're all available on Amazon. There's several editions. There's student editions, which aren't as thick as this. This has about 305 pages, I think it is. But again, a very good book, a good reference guide.
I love the fact it's spiral bound as well.
Good, so it lies flat on your desk.
Yeah. Always
good. And another book that is a pretty new book. Again, this is a really good book by good friends of ours, Marquis de Ward and Janet Richardson. Say that again. Marquis de Ward and Janet Richardson. Should look next time, Andrew. But it's a really good book. This was written during COVID. The pictures are lovely. I've even got this one signed by Marquis and Janet as well, which is a very nice touch. And again, this is really good. I love some of these photographs. These particularly will give you inspiration for lovely lifestyle photographs of your own. Really good, nice, clear photographs into all different styles of jewelry making. So again, we love that book. That is Silver Jewelry Making, a complete step-by-step course for beginners. We don't have any in the store, but again, Louise is going to put all these links in the chat. And the last book that I think is really, I've got several books that said a complete guide, the ultimate guide. I haven't chosen them because they're never a complete guide. They're never an ultimate guide because there's always extras that you can go into a book. So it will never be complete or the ultimate, but a book that does have a heck of a lot of information is The Metalsmithing for Jewelry Makers by Jinx McGrath. Jinx McGrath has written a good half a dozen books on jewelry making. Every single one is brilliant. I love this book because this goes into so much detail. There are, again, like Tim McCreet's book, 320 pages, but it goes into everything, goes into repairs even, tool making, etching, enameling, granulation, stone setting, a gallery there, information about hallmarking, patinations, tap and dies, doming, lost wax, cuttlefish, loop and loop chains. It has the lot. So again, another book I totally recommend. Again, Louise has got all these links that is going to be putting up into the chat. So I love that. Metalsmithing for Jewelry Makers by Jinx McGrath. Those are the books I would totally recommend. The advantage of those first 2 books is that they're out of print, but you can get them really, really cheap now. Those 5 books, get those books, put them in your on your bookshelf, and you'll be good to go. Yes, there are other books out there, but personally, I find those are the best books available because they cover a wide variety of techniques. So that's it, Louise. That's my sort of recommendations. I do see behind that we do have a stocking.
Yes.
And we launched well, you had the idea last week. I hung the stocking behind you last week and you said, oh, wouldn't it be lovely if there was things in this stocking, didn't you? And you said, oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Oh, wouldn't it be lovely that we can open the stocking every day and go, oh.
So if there was a little surprise in my stocking here, I would give it away.
You did,
every week.
And that gave us an idea, didn't it? So in your stocking today, you have some lovely goodies. We have been in touch with some amazing people over the last week, and they have very kindly donated a whole load of presents to put in your stocking.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. I'm not going to say what those suppliers are, but I think that stocking's going to have to get bigger as the weeks go on.
Ooh.
Put it that way.
So
to enter the competition...
I can't look yet.
Nope.
I've noticed that Father Christmas hasn't wrapped them, which was a little bit lax of him. You can tell Mrs. Christmas didn't have any input into that because I think she would have done it with a little bit more finesse. But we'll let that go for now.
Well,
maybe
perhaps Father Christmas next week will have a little bit more time, perhaps, to organise some Christmas wrapping. So we're going to announce the winner in about half an hour's time. If you want to enter the competition, all you've got to do is follow the link that, again, Louise is going to put in the chat. It's atb.yt/stocking. Yes,
Can I just say this week is we've
drawn it already.
We've drawn it, but it's one link to enter for the whole month. So there's going to be another prize next week and a prize the week after that.
And another prize after that.
We've got this week, next week, and the week after, and that's it, Andrew.
We've got four Mondays, haven't we?
No, we haven't.
Well, I've got four lots of gifts.
That's brilliant. That's great. So we'll do 2.
No, we've got 4, haven't we?
Andrew, we haven't. Look.
Oh, we haven't.
Hang on, you're making me check now,
When's
and
Christmas?
I know I'm right. We got this week.
Yes.
We got the 14th and the 21st, and then it's the 28th.
Wow.
So we'll have to do 2 on the 20th. No, that's the Sunday. You're right. We've got another 3. Sorry, I'm right. You're right, I mean.
So we do have 4.
So we do have 4. Sorry, I don't know why I was looking at Sundays. Yeah, you're correct.
Sorry, say that again on air.
Nothing.
So over the next 4 weeks, we're going to be opening up Louise's stocking, and whatever the content of that stocking is, we are going to be sending them to you. To enter, you have to go to atb.yt/stocking, name, email address. We have already picked today's winners, but you don't have to do this every single week. If you want to do that, you can do. Louise is going to put that in the chat, and I'm going to put www.atb, that's in atthebench.yt/stocking. And you enter that competition, and then next Monday, and then the following 2 Mondays after that, we're going to be drawing a name. You can win the contents of Louise's stocking, and it's going to get better and better and better. Isn't it exciting?
It's very exciting. So I'm not allowed to. So
they may even be wrapped. Is it light or is it heavy?
There's 2 things in there.
Oh, is there?
Is it a 2-part prize? It feels like 2 things.
There are 2 things.
There's a long thing.
There's a long thing.
It's in a white box. I can see that.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is quite heavy.
It is.
Okay.
It was that heavy. It broke the cord on the other stocking earlier.
Okay. Should we have some questions?
We'll have some questions. Sorry, guys. Let's have some questions, Louise.
Donald is saying, do you still add borax powder when melting down gold as you do with silver?
Yes, it's exactly the same principle. You use some borax. Once the metal has reached a sort of red, just before it's going to start to melt, sprinkle some borax over the surface. Don't put it on any earlier, because if you do, the surface isn't hot enough and the flame will simply push the powdered borax away. It'll go up into the air and it'll come down, and as you know by now, it looks like you had a bad case of dandruff. So make sure the metal is hot enough so when you sprinkle the borax onto the metal, the borax attaches itself to the metal, then as the metal starts to melt, the borax is on it, it'll break down the surface and it will melt nice and easy. Just before you pour it, again, sprinkle a little bit of borax over the top, tap the crucible, pour it out, and you should be good to go. Exactly the same as you do with silver. Yes. Yes, Louise.
Yes. Oh, Gabby, yes. Once you've filled in the form once, it rolls over. Once you've won once, you won't be able to win again. But you're automatically added. Yeah, it's automatically rolls over for every week then. So once you're on that list, yeah, you're good. And if you accidentally put yourself on the list twice, it gets filtered out.
Yes, but so you're still on there.
But you're still on there, yeah, yes. Just not twice.
Yes.
Good.
Cool.
Good. Susan HP says it's a coach bag. A coach bag.
A coach bag.
A coach bag, you know, coach bag. Yeah, I wouldn't give that away. I'd keep that. There might be something better inside, you don't know. Probably is. Stuart says, I'd like to make a pendant in the form of a lowercase letter M. Is it best to pierce this from a piece of thickish silver sheet or to bend, then solder 3 pieces of square wire?
Oh, wow. Because we've just done this. We had an initial in, didn't we?
Yeah.
So.
But we're matching it to other initials.
Yes.
So it's, yeah, there's only one way we can do it really based on that.
Based upon that, yeah. So I think for neatness, I would cut it out of a piece of metal. If you make it out of square wire, you're going to have a piece that does that. You're going to have a piece that does that, and then you're going to have a piece that does that. So you effectively got another solder joint there. Then what you're going to do, you're going to have to try and hang it, trying to find the center of gravity, which is going to be roughly around about there, and hang from there. So you've got all these solder joints. For me, it would be a messy job, excess solder. You've got to remove all the solder, and then when you solder this on, these joints may come undone, and you could be ending up with a lot of hassle. So personally, I would get my piece of metal that makes it sure it's big enough, and then simply that's an absolute terrible M, but that's what I would do if it's a lowercase m like that. Cut that out like that. Okay, and then solder on. You have to roughly work out the center of gravity, but the equal amount of weight. So if you put it right into the center there, then you can attach your jumping on the top of that. And that would be fine. And that is how I would do it. You've only got these solder joints here. It's going to be far easier, far better, less hassle. You've got to be good with your piercing out, mind you. But yeah, that is the way I would do it. Solid piece of metal. Yes, Louise.
Good. Claire says, I bought the Durston double polishing machine, in love with it. How do I keep the filters clean and how often do I clean them?
Okay, so there's the little grills that are on top. Bear with me a second, let me just have a look at mine. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. So the little white grills come off, and there then is your filter. As you can see with this one, I've used this a few times. You can see like that. I would get, perhaps put your hand in some water, okay, just like that there, and draw your hands across, putting your fingers in between each one of those, and that will get all the fluff off. That fluff then will go into your Lemel. I don't have my Lemel bag up here at the moment, but that will go, let's take it off here, put it in my tray. So that will go in your Lemel, and by doing that, because your hands are slightly damp, it will scrape off all the excess fluff, like that. And that is all you really need to do. I would do that perhaps every few days, depending on the frequency of polishing and also dependent upon how fresh your polishing mops are. If you've just put fresh mops on, you're going to get far more dust and dirt and threads coming off it than if they were perhaps a week or two or even a month old. In that case then, I would then do that every day for the first week or so, just to make sure that you remove. There's no real hassle if you happen to leave all the fluff on it. It just means the suction is going to be reduced, but that would be the best way of doing that. And there's that on both sides of the polishing motor, so that is the best way to do it. Lift up those flaps, those simply underneath like that, they come out far easier. They're a lot easier to access in the new machine than in the old machine, because it used to have drawers on the side, which then limited what you could actually put upon the bench. But these are absolutely fantastic. Yes, Lynn?
Good. Gary is saying, I accidentally mixed a small amount of bronze in with my sterling silver and the castings came out a beautiful light shade of gold. I have no idea of the ratio, but may experiment. I like the results.
That's cool.
What should I call the alloy? I'm not sure there's a name for it, is there?
I just make up a name. There are lots of people out there who mix up their own alloys.
Where do you stand with hallmarking? Then
You
you'd
wouldn't
have
be able to
to.
get
You wouldn't be able to call it. You wouldn't be able to call it silver anymore, I guess, would you?
No.
If it's over, well, you wouldn't be able to call it silver anymore. Full
atom,
stop.
because it's been alloyed, so it's going to be less than 925 silver. So
Yeah.
you've had it with the assay, unfortunately. You know, you can, if you had gold, mix various alloys with yellow gold. You could add a little bit of perhaps of rose gold to the red gold, to the white. Add a little bit of red gold to the yellow gold to make it like a pinky colour, a light pink or a peach colour, something like that. It's not unique, it's not special. Anybody can do it. And you can obviously set a weight, say, well, I'm mixing 10 grams of yellow, I'm going to mix in 5 grams of red gold. Let's see what it looks like. And remember the ratio, so you can repeat it every time.
Yeah, this is one thing I've discovered, because I've done some bits and pieces recently. Like I've made a set of lilies, and I've gone to remake them now, because I need to remake them, and I can't remember what I did, and I don't know what to do.
It's important to write everything down.
So they one-offs now, yeah. If I've written down what I was doing as I was doing it, then I'd be able to recreate them. I didn't, so I can't, or I've got to try and reinvent them again. So yeah, write down what you're doing,
all
Gary.
Your process is just write down.
Write it all down. Basically, yeah, you can call it anything you like, but you can't call it silver.
No, exactly. Well done.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that sounds cool. I might have an experiment. Good. Oh, everyone's loving the books. Good, good, good.
I do like your top as well. Have you mentioned your top today?
I've got my Merry Krampus
Nacht.
On the 5th, which is Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, 5th of December.
Yeah, 5th of December.
Yes.
So, hope you've been good, Andrew. Otherwise,
Oh,
Krampus is going to come and get you.
Always good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Barbara's saying, I'm making silver caps for elk ivory, K9 teeth, for pendants. Wondering if anyone has polished ivory. And what did you use? I don't think you have a few.
I've never polished
I think
this.
Susan's, thank you, Susan's offered some advice there. Thank you for that.
Brilliant, yes.
I hope everything's okay, Susan, as well. I'm glad to hear your vintage books were up high. Good, okay. So we're up to date with questions for a minute.
Cool. Well, there we go. What should we do?
Oh, well, there is this.
So, enter the competition. Free to enter. You do not know what you're winning, but it is going to be worthwhile entering. I will tell you that. And Louise's stocking is going to get bigger each week, because the prizes are going to get bigger and better as the weeks go by. So enter atb.yt/stocking. The entries are carried over from one week to the next. So,
Can I open it?
it's a bit early.
Oh. Okay.
It's a bit early. It's a bit early. Yes.
Okay.
Anything we need to say? Well, yeah, I can't believe we've actually just
Anybody
don't
got any
give
questions?
these. Just come on. You've only got 31 likes. There's 91 people on here, but only 31 likes. Give us some thumbs up, everybody, please. It does help with getting these films seen by everybody. And as the weeks go by, everything helps, doesn't it, Louise?
Yes. Oh, Ellen's saying if it's fine silver 999 and a touch of bronze, it might still be 925. As far as I know, if there are no rules to what the other 75 metals can be,
right.
that is correct. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
You'd have to.
Would you have to work out the densities of the metals, the specific gravities, and work out the weight and the ratios that way? So there's a bit of
I would have thought
maths and science behind that, but you can.
if you weigh pure, if you weigh the pure, and then you can work out then the percentage. So if say you had 100 grams of pure, in theory, you could put 7.5 grams.
Does it depend on the density of bronze versus silver, though?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I think it could be just.
I don't know.
Weight-wise.
Yeah.
Weight-wise.
Weight-wise. Well, no, specific. The density, isn't it? The specific gravity.
Yes.
I'll ask my dad. He'll know for sure.
Okay.
He's a metallurgist.
Write it down. Let me know. How do you do it? How do you mix metals? There are charts out there for you to look at, but
I don't know.
Are there any sort of charts when it comes to mixing silver with other metals to make sterling? I don't know. It's all very well saying you have pure silver, then you add 7.5% of other metals. But as you say, is that by volume?
Yeah.
Is that by weight?
This is what I don't, because it's not that may not be that.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
No.
Just weight mix. Susan's saying.
Okay, just do it on the weight then.
Oh, there we are.
So there we go. 100 grams of fine. 7.5 grams of bronze. I don't know how it would affect the malleability of the metal. It may make it very hard. It may make it very brittle. I don't know. So we would have to work out. But if it's purely by weight, yeah, it's the bronze.
Okay.
Bronze between 7.4 and 8.9.
There are density differences, but I don't know whether it's significant enough to have an impact on.
I think you'd have to try it.
Yeah.
Do 10 grams of silver.
It's quite an expensive experiment then, though, is it? You'd have to do it in a very small quantity to...
Just do 10 grams of silver and then put in 0.75 grams of bronze.
But if you over-dilute it, you've over-diluted it.
Send it off then to the assay office with your other silver items and see what they say about it.
Yeah.
Say it comes in, if they say it's not, or it's over, or it's under, well then you know what to do. And that'd be quite a good way of working out.
Interesting, very, very interesting. Good. Yeah, there was a question on ivory, but it's not something that you've done before, polishing elk ivory. So I think Susan answered that with polish the ivory with sand, don't overwork or burn the ivory, which are actually elk tusk.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Sue. That's fab. Good. Oh, bronzite is a bearing alloy. Cool. Anthony says, in regard to remembering how I make something, I use a book called The Metalsmith's Journal by Oliver Christensen. It has sections for you to record the materials, technique, etc. Yeah, I've got, what's it called?
I can't remember.
Jeweler's time tracker, bench tracker.
Yes, bench time tracker.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I just messy when I make notes. My diary is just like an absolute mess. So if I've written it down, I'm all right. But I write it in pencil as I'm experimenting, and now I do it now and didn't do it before. Write it in pencil, and then when it works, I write it in pen.
That's a good idea. It's a very good idea, actually.
Because it scraps of paper, I'm terrible, and they just go.
Well, they do. Everybody.
They get thrown in the bin, and yeah. So it's in there, and then it goes in pen when it works. Yeah, and I try and leave a page opposite as well in case I can make things improvements over time and make notes there on the facing page.
It's a very good idea.
Thank you.
And they're available from Amazon, aren't they, as well?
Are they?
The time tracker notebooks.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so handy, and it just fits in my bench drawer as well. It's cool.
Yes. Yes.
David says, question, I tried to melt down the silver filings to pour through beans. The melt took so much longer than when I melt solid silver scrap. Why is that?
I really don't know. I really don't know. In theory, it shouldn't, should it really? Because obviously if you melt in very fine granules, they're going to melt far quicker than a solid lump. I really don't know, David. I really don't know. I can't answer you, I'm afraid. Can't answer that one.
Good, okay.
Sorry.
Janet's saying, any tips on filigree work? How much soldering to make secure within the boundary we're placing the filigree? What's that book that I've got on filigree?
I have no idea.
Oh, think.
It's not called filigree, is it? It's called something else.
Jana, I'm going to come back to you on that next week because I've got quite a good book. And I can't remember.
Yes, it's a good one.
I think it's... I know where the book is, yeah. So I'll bring it next week to show you.
Another book show.
Another book show, yeah. No, it is a cool book.
So yeah, we can. There are two trains of thought on this. One is using. Oh God, got a bit of a shudder then, Louise.
Why?
Paste solder. So paste solder is one of the ways that you can do it. The other way is you get a bastard file and you file it every time. Then you really use the bastard file on some filings to get some very on your solder to make the filings, to mix up with some borax. Then you paint that upon the joints. Different ways of doing it. Paste solder, yes, that would be fine. That's about it, really.
Okay, we'll come back to you with some book advice.
Yes.
Kathy, is anyone feeling stressed, feeling like we should have started making our Christmas jewellery gifts a long time ago? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm still making a gift. This is embarrassing for my niece, whose birthday was in September. But she knows it's on the way, and it's put me out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I'm still working on that. And I'd rather it was a little bit late. She knows it's coming. She's not little. She is little. But she's being very patient, so I've got to finish that before I do anything else. I'm trying to restring pearls of my mother's, and that's been in my pearl box for too long now. So yeah, this is the worst thing, isn't it? Yeah. It is. And on this reason, I put a little post on Instagram this morning, and perhaps you should enter it. You should comment on it, Louise. Why? What did you say? Can I put on there festive fixes? If you've got any problems... Great, I'll send it all to you. No, I'm not going to do it for you, Louise. Oh, okay. I'm going to give you advice on what you can do to help you. I don't know what to do, but it's just, finding the time and... Yeah, so we've had some nice interest in people. I think one of them, what fumes shouldn't we breathe in, was one. Well, obviously... anything. Avoid breathing in anything. So go on Instagram, click on our stories. It's on, there's a picture of me and there's a video of me as well. It's telling you about that Louise and I want to come up with some little festive fixes for you guys. If you've got anything over the festive period leading up to Christmas that you want some help with, we'll be more than happy to help. Not do it for you, but give you some advice and some tips on the ways that you can get things done. Okay, good. But yeah, that is, I'm right with you, Kathy. The thing is, Christmas comes but once a year for every girl and boy. You can't resist it, can you? I knew you were going to do it. But Christmas comes the same time every year. It's the same time every year. And yes, we say it every year. Next year I'm going to get organised. Next year I'm going to start in September. And then you don't realise how fast the year goes. It's like September comes, kids go back into school. October comes, you've got Halloween. November comes, you've got bonfire night. And that is it. Yeah, suddenly it's December, yeah. So it's those, for me, it's those sort of two milestones before Christmas that you know you're not going to have much time. So the idea is to get it all done before the end of the summer holidays if you can. I know it's a bit early, but Christmas comes but once a year. Every girl and boy, yeah. The laughter and the joy of each brand new toy. Once he starts, he finds it difficult to stop, especially when you're singing. Right, okay. Fran, have you ever melted silver dust on sheet metal? What was the result? Yes, we have. I did some for one of our workshops. Another thing I got it to hand here, but we did a workshop on surface decoration and textures. Workshops, go to atthebench.com, go to the top, find workshops. It's a workshop we did there where we did sprinkle some silver filings, mixed it with some flux upon the surface, and we've heated it and they've melted. It's really, really nice. It looks better if you can oxidize the surface and then just polish up the top. Is it that one? Yeah. I loved this workshop. Yes. This is the one where you did reticulation as well, isn't it? We did reticulation as well. Oh, yes. No, hang on, I've just done something wrong here. I found it, there we are. There's so much cool stuff in this workshop. Yeah, so
we've done it. It does look good. As I said, the reticulation is great, but if you can oxidize the surface, so all the surface in the back goes black, and then you can sort of polish up the high spots, it looks like twinkling stars in the night sky. Really looks good. So the workshop is available for £15. They run, we say for 2 hours, but nearly every workshop is 3 hours. We do them live each month. We've done one a couple of weeks ago, all about the rolling mill. We're not going to have one this month. We're not going to have time. We shall resume the workshops in January, but they're well worth watching if you can watch them live, and you don't necessarily have to. You can still buy them. They're on At The Bench. Go to the top navigation bar, click on workshops. We have a workshop every month. We got loads of workshops: Argentian workshops, polishing workshops, casting workshops, soldering, piercing, repairs, making rings, rolling mills, decorations, fold forming, to name but a few. Yes.
Ellen has just said, I'm allergic to nickel, and I know for a fact that they use that in sterling silver in China. Oh, wow. Well, I've just actually seen, you've just reminded me, Argentium, which is a slightly different alloy to 925, is hypoallergenic. So if you have a sensitivity to 925 silver Argentium, there are no reported sensitivities to Argentium as of yet.
Recorded. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a hypoallergenic metal as far as we know, and I've just put the link to that workshop since I was on the page.
Brilliant.
It's just gone in the chat too.
But also, don't forget that the jewellery that you do get from abroad, it may be stamped 925, but we've seen an awful lot over the past week that we've had in to buy in for scrap, but we haven't done, even though it's got 925, anybody can stamp 925 on any metal and then plate it so it looks like silver. And the majority of the jewellery that we had in to buy was exactly that. It was plated, and they usually come in from China and so forth, but you've got to be really, really careful. A lot of them are a base metal, they're copper plated, and then perhaps they're chrome plated or nickel plated, and it is the plating that you're going to be allergic to as well as the rest of the metal. So they do not have the stringent tests that we do in this country. So yes, always be careful buying jewellery abroad if it's just got 925 stamped on it.
You could have 925 stamped on it illegally here as well.
This is true,
so
yes, but look for an actual hallmark in
well,
this
that's
country.
the only way you can guarantee that it is what it pretends or purports to be. So,
yes.
you know, that could happen anyway.
Yes.
In fact, some of the, yes, because there's quite a lot the other day that I looked at, and
yeah, you can usually tell, look at the 925, and it's not a crisp stamp. The edges are just sort of rounded off. Just
the surface was bubbled, and you could, I can't see without my 10 times loop, but you just know after looking at a lot of it that it's not right, and there's like abrasions or cracks to the coating, and
something about it doesn't look right. And also sometimes you can just pass your saw blade over the surface.
We should have bought them actually, to take some pictures too.
We've got some down the scrap downstairs that somebody has bought in.
Oh
in
dear,
past.
yeah.
So you can also just draw your saw blade over the surface, and usually if it's something like chrome plated.
But you're not going to do that if it's somebody else's property, are you?
No.
But yeah, we probably will take some pictures
of
some bits and pieces to look out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, telltale signs.
Yeah,
totally.
Because we see lots because we buy in really regularly, so that would be handy, wouldn't it, to see? I think. Penny says the water in my magnetic tumbler seems to get very hot nowadays. Is this normal?
Well, you could answer that, Louise. Yes, you do. Because.
Oh yes, sorry. Did I read that out? And I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking about the next question and getting on the. Yes, sometimes I can't put my hand in the. But then I'm a bit of a baby, aren't I? So, but I'm not suggesting that you are. So that's actually I don't like getting my hands too hot or too cold. I'm just
not in the sludge, so to speak.
I don't like. Yeah, I find it. Even though I know it's clean, I just find the texture of it. It's the same with the ultrasonic. It's just that slimy texture. I can't stand it. I think it's.
Horrible.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. It gets really hot, and sometimes I have to use the tongs or just
to get them out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that might not be normal. I don't know. I
think it is due to the action of the tumbling. It's not necessarily a tumbling; it's rotated. Oh, excuse me. If you have a tumbler, it doesn't get hot at all. But within the magnetic, I think also it is due to the heat of the motor underneath coming through, that heats the water, then it does get hot. So yes, so we've got one of these large, the barrels are about 10 inch, something like that. And yes, you leave it on for half an hour, the water does get hot, but that's due to the heat being transferred up. It's nothing to do with the actual action of what is happening in the bowl. It's what's coming through from underneath. Yes, Louise.
Yes. In regard to making Christmas presents, I'm making some for my wife and daughter, but we'll have them hallmarked after Christmas because time is running short. Yeah.
It does.
I know, it just runs away, doesn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. Marina has got a baby rolling mill C50 from Durston, waiting for it to make its way to start Italy. As a newbie making a very slow start, I'm terrified but also excited. Oh no, you're going to have so much fun.
Rolling mills are excellent.
Yeah. It's going to open up so many new things, isn't it? Definitely.
Absolutely. Yes. Shall we open up your... No, we're kind of a few more questions, shall we?
Yeah. Good. Any workshops on using silver clay?
There are... See, I alerted you to these on At the Bench. There are some workshops.
Are there?
Not workshop. I'll say not
Films.
a workshop. There are films on At the Bench that we did. It was over 10 years ago now.
Wow.
With the precious metal clay from people from Oxford. Can't remember the lady's name now. She breeds cockapoos now as well.
Oh, I can see her.
Yeah. Anyway, she came here. She did some workshops, over a couple of workshops, some films for us. She did the basic firing with a torch. If you go on At the Bench, if you're a member of At the Bench, just search for metal clay, and the films should be on there.
Okay.
Search on the right hand side. At the far.
There
we go. Metal clay. Yeah. Helen O'Neill. That's it.
Oh, that's the. Oh, I put in clay. Brought up all the daft clay. Put in metal clay. And yeah.
Put in
sorry.
metal clay, Louise. And see what comes in.
I'll do it then, shall I?
Yes, please. There we go. So yes, they're Freeview.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. They're all Freeview.
They're all Freeview.
How wonderful.
Yes. So if you
did you think they weren't Freeview?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get on there quick before he changes them out to Freeview.
So even if you're not a member of At the Bench, join up as a Freeview member, and you can.
They're all Freeview.
They're all Freeviews, actually. Yes.
Woohoo!
There's about, how many's on there? 8 films. The Super Startup Kit, how to polish it, how to fire it, how to set stones in it. Scroll down for me.
Hang on.
Yes, so atthebench.com. If you're not a member, go to join us, sign up as a Freeview member, then right-hand side, search for Metal Clay. And
I haven't seen any of these.
You can watch all the Metal Clay films that we did. They're just simply introductions. They're not complicated ones. It's done by Helen O'Neill.
Choosing gemstones. So do you do gemstone setting in PMC?
Yes, you set them before you fire them.
Well, I didn't know all these were on here.
So yes, so go to that, and they are on there.
And I love a special guest film.
Oh, this was embarrassingly so old. This film is. But yes, it's about 10 years old. I don't think I was actually on any of them, but yet we didn't have very good lighting. It was for me, it's an embarrassing set of films because it was done.
Don't say that.
Because it's not to the quality that we're producing today.
Yeah, but
over 10, 12 years
everything was
ago.
different. The technology wasn't there that long ago.
Exactly.
Don't say that.
Sorry, 12 years
I'm
ago.
going to watch them.
Okay, not now.
Because I've got some. Not now. Obviously, I've got some PMC.
Yes.
Which I've been
wondering what to do with.
Exactly. Well, I know what I want to do with it. I just don't know how to do it. So, yeah, story of my life. Great. Good. PMC, they're there. Brilliant. Julia, pearl cleaning. Why didn't I didn't see a question on pearl cleaning.
Yeah,
Julia,
never touch yourself.
here we are. Regarding restringing old strings of pearls, what's the safest way to clean the pearls? The only way I clean pearls is with warm water and cotton bud.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
A little bit of soap, a little bit of liquid soap in it, something like that, just to break down the surface tension.
Maybe if you can get away with just warm water, don't dip the pearls in the water because the the string stretches then, doesn't it? The silk will stretch.
And it'll take up the dirt and become very dirty.
Yeah.
So try and clean them when they're off.
So literally just, it's painstaking, isn't it?
Yeah. If they're strong and you want to clean them, absolutely.
Yeah. But that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Susan says non-acidic neutral cleaning only.
Yeah.
I have used a paste of baking soda to clean pearls. Yeah. Okay. I mean, usually just warm water and a cotton bud gets this. It tends to be just because just you can't really do much with them, can you?
No. I mean, we'll time out some people on there.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Good.
Which workshop is the sprinkling of fine silver? That is the textures.
Yeah, texture. I think
Textures.
you put it in the chat just now, didn't you?
Yeah. Shall I put it back?
Texture and decoration. There we go. It was.
Oh, where was it?
There.
There.
Oh no, that's just.
No, that's someone else. Okay. Yeah, it's further up in the. I'll try and find it now for you.
Okay.
Well, I will find it now. Sorry, I can't find it.
5 to 5. I think it's time that Louise can see what is in her stocking.
Oh!
Come on, just finish off what you're doing. Finish off what you're doing. So you need to enter these competitions because we're going to be giving away tools and equipment and jewelry-related bits and pieces every week, every Monday between now and Christmas. We've got 4 weeks to go. So each Monday, every Monday, this time we're going to be opening up what is in Louise's stocking. You want to enter the competition, go to atb.yt/ what can I say that? atb.yt/stocking. We want your name, we want your email address. All the entries will be rolled over from 1 week to the next. We've already drawn today's, which Louise is going to find out now what is in her stocking. We're going to announce them and we're going to be giving those away to the person we have drawn. We're going to be doing this for the next 3 Mondays as well. As I said, the prizes are absolutely awesome. We've been donated these prizes by some amazing suppliers. And I think you'll be very, very pleased with what comes out of Louise's stocking. I know she will be pleased, but she's not going to get them. There's a chance that you are going to get one, but you can only have a chance by going there, atb.yt/stocking. And if you're watching this after the 23rd of December 2024, the competition has closed, I'm afraid.
Good.
And I say that because these stay on YouTube for all eternity.
Just to keep you in suspense,
yes,
Claire's got a question about gold. Do I have to get gold-filled jewellery hallmarked? I doubt the gold will weigh much.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. And I've got my advice up here, which we got from Marie Brennan of the Birmingham Assay Office.
Yes.
Gold-filled and gold-plated items. If the gold is on a core of silver, they will be classed the same as they would be marked according to the fineness of the core material, e.g. 925 sterling silver. In some cases, it can be difficult to establish this, and the surface plating may have to be removed. If the gold is plated onto a non-metallic core, e.g. plastic or nylon, the gold plating should be no less than 100 microns thick. The article will be hallmarked with the appropriate mark for the surface layer, but would also require the word filled to indicate to the end consumer that it is not a solid precious metal. So it would be 7.78 grams for silver.
Yes.
And it would be, yeah. So it would depend on the weight.
But if if it's gold filled, it would need, and it's on silver. In theory, it needs to be hallmarked because of the layer of gold.
Ah, right. So
it's 1 gram.
If it's over a gram, okay.
Yeah. So I'd say it has to be then assayed. Yes.
Okay. Good.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Do you want to open the stock?
Yes, I do. Okay. I feel like we should be having a drum roll or something.
I should perhaps, I don't know what, I don't have much.
Can you sing a Christmassy song?
All the weather outside is frightful. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. He's a little boy she's the little girl that Santa Claus did not forget because Louise had a couple of things in her stocking.
I thought Louise was going to say keep you in suspense. That would have been good.
Go on then. What's in your stocking?
Okay. So shall I tell you? It's not wrapped up.
It's not
like
wrapped
I say, which is a bit of a shame, but there we are. Bit slapdash. Oh, it's something from Durston. Oh, shall I open it or shall I get the other?
And the other one out as well.
Oh, there's something else. What is it?
That's a heavy one.
Ready?
Come on.
It's another box from Durston. Right, okay, which one shall I open first? What do you think, red or white?
Whichever, do the red one first. It's very festive as well, isn't it?
Do the red one first.
Red one, very festive.
Okay, so the red one. What have we got in the red one?
So we have got, this is something that we have reviewed on YouTube already. This is it's a bench block, but I love this because it is a bench block, steel bench block that is on a rubber base already, so you don't need any protection on your bench. That steel block comes off. There we go, and the nylon one goes on top, so you can use that then for hammering, so it's not going to mark your metal. So, this could be used in conjunction with the other gift then. It could. I wouldn't use the nylon bit. I would use the other bit. So why would you, in what instances would you use the nylon versus the steel? When you don't want things that are marked. Okay. So you want to straighten a piece of metal, you could use that for straightening a piece of metal, top and bottom, because normally if you have a bench block, it's normally steel. You hammer anything against steel, the steel will mark. If you have it as a nylon, which is what that is, it will not mark the metal. Okay. So there's that. So shall I open the other bit? I'm intrigued now. We're giving away the bench block, and then we're also giving away something else. What do you think it is then, guys? You may have guessed it, because I've just said that we did a review on this on I didn't YouTube. See that. Well done, Louise. We've done this already on YouTube, and in this box is something else that goes with your bench block. Any ideas? No. Okay, let's not keep anybody in suspense. Suspenders. Oh, it's all too much. It's too exciting. I actually feel a bit dizzy. Okay, I'm going to open it. I'm just going to open it. Go on, let's have a look. Go on. Not a texture plate as it goes with the block. Hammer time, a hammer. Ooh, it's certainly hammer shaped. Is it a hammer? Oh, keep watching till the end. Oh, what happens in the end? No, the film. Oh, the film. Texture hammer. Oh, okay. Because I banged my finger, and that was I did actually hammer my blinking finger. Oh no, I did see I did see the Instagram post. That was quite funny. So yes, so we have. I'm going to open it. Yes. It is a hammer. Oh wow! So I've got the bench block. Yes. I haven't got it. I know I have to give this away. Yes. So in this little box are interchangeable heads. Yes. Presume this just unscrews. That unscrews. Like that. It's kind of like a meat texturizer, isn't it? Like a meat. This goes in there. Yeah, a meat texturizer, meat tenderizer. It textures your meat, doesn't it? And that will screw on. Oh, there we go. How wonderful! And now you've got interchangeable textures. You can put one on either end. Oh, that adds quite a nice little bit of weight as well, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. I love it. So what are the rubber ones for? Again, it's for doing some shaping of metal. Perhaps you want to make something that's a bit more concave. Got a metal one here. You can hammer them, whichever way you want to do it. As I said, we've done a review on this already on YouTube, so go and check that out. It's got a blob. It's got a belly button one. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, yeah. It's the first thing that came to my mind. There's a dome, slight dome. Slight dome, yep. What else have we got? A point. Yep, a pointy. There's a round point and a square point. Round point, square point. There's the diamond shapes. Yes, oh, they're nice, yes. Wow. There's a lines and lines and lines. Yep. There's a round. Yep, dot. And there's, I think, these are triangular lines. Yep. How cool. Yes. And of course the one I've just put in, which is just squares. Oh, wow, that's really cool. So yeah, so these are available from Durston, but this set is going to be given away. And a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land. Fabulous. So, yes. Shall we announce the winner? Yes. So yeah, so go and check out the YouTube video showing us how we use this. Texture hammers are really good. The problem with texture hammers that you got is that you buy a hammer, you only have 2 textures. With this, because it's got interchangeable heads, you can go and put whatever head you want onto this. There have been a few remarks saying it'd be nice if the heads were screw-on. No, because if you screw them on and you screw them tight, you've only got one direction. You'd have to turn the hammer then if you wanted to put directions in another line. Plus they may start to unscrew, at least with this way, they're nice and tight. I was hammering quite hard with these to get the texture to come through on my piece of copper. With the belly button one, you do have to hammer quite hard because you're trying to compress a large surface to produce that little bit in the middle. So yeah, these are available from Durston, but we have these sets to give away to one lucky person who has entered our competition already. Don't forget, go to atb.yt/stockin to be entered into a competition for next week. As I said, we're giving these away. There's going to be more prizes next week, the week after, and then the final week. We've got 3 more Mondays before Christmas after this.
Yes,
Three,
that's
thank you,
correct.
Louise. And we're going to be giving away prizes each week leading up, and we've got an amazing prize to do just before Christmas. We won't be able to get that to you before Christmas, but it'll arrive just after Christmas. But we will be sending these out tomorrow to the lucky winner that Louise is going to announce.
It is Tony!
Well,
and we've
Say
emailed
that again.
Tony.
It is.
Tony.
Say that again. I'm on you
Tony.
now. Go.
Tony!
Yay!
I've emailed Tony.
Already?
Congratulations, Tony. Yes, you have won the hammer and the block.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We should get them in the post tomorrow to you.
Yes.
So congratulations. But I said, don't forget, everybody, please enter because you can
I don't think Tony's here.
No, you can be in a chance of winning. Absolutely, each Monday. Prizes are going to get better and better as we get nearer Christmas. Good. And on that note, we shall finish, shall we?
Our Christmas tree's arrived.
Hey! We've had a bit of a problem with Christmas trees,
We
but
have a
we
problem,
won't say
but
anything just yet about
no.
it. We have to,
See what it's like.
the jury's out on our Christmas tree. We have to see what it's like tonight. It's been
Brilliant.
on the road since Wednesday, so it's
Yeah.
going to be a bit dried out. But,
We'll have a look. We'll see what it's like.
we will. All right.
Brilliant. Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with this.
Good.
I know I have to give it away,
do.
but
We're going to package it up and send it off to Tony
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yay! Wonderful.
Well done, Tony. Good, good, good. So don't forget, enter the competition. You could be winning some amazing prizes over the next 3 weeks. We shall go now.
What will be in my stocking next week?
Hang it back up for next time, you
Just
You may have to get
see
bigger
what
stockings as
appears
the
in.
weeks go on. You never know. And perhaps Father Christmas will pack these presents next time. Do you think he could do that?
Pardon?
Do you think he can pack them, wrap them up next time?
Well,
do you think?
I would expect to see them wrapped. Yes, please. Just prolongs the suspense a bit more, doesn't it?
Sorry.
Come on.
All right, yeah, I'm not very good at wrapping, so you have to put up with that.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a great Q&A. Don't forget, you can join us next Monday for another reveal of what's in Louise's stocking.
Hey!
I said, don't forget, go here. It's in the description of this film to be entered. Entries roll over to next week and the next week and the next week. So thank you all very much for that. Thank you for all the questions that have come through today. Hope you managed to get all your little prezzies made up for Christmas. Don't forget, we did put something on Instagram. Look for the story. It's only there for 12-hour stories, aren't they?
24.
24 hours. Yeah, just drop us a message. If you're having problems with your festive makes, just let us know. See if we can help in any way, shape or form. Hashtag festive fixes. Good, isn't it? There we go. Right, Louise, should we go
Janet
bye?
says, hope you do a Sunday in your shed. I was there last night, but it was dark because I was so excited to do my my wax carvers project. But I need a task light in there, really.
You do.
Because my lights in the Shedio is not very strong.
No, you've got an extra socket to put the task light in?
I can unplug my pickle, can't I, if I'm...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, good.
Excellent. So yeah, we'll be doing a few more Q&As now before Christmas, and also perhaps a Shedio or two before Christmas, and do one live on a Sunday afternoon.
We
Got
could
a nice
do-
heater in there, haven't you? It's lovely
It
and
was
warm.
I was too warm in there last night, if anything. Got a
Wow.
bit hot. Yeah, Sandra, it is. It was a cold night, cold wet night, wasn't it? But
Yes.
the Shedio's small, and there's a little heater in there, and I sit right next to the heater. So yeah, I get too warm, and then I turn it off, then it's cold, and then I put it back on. On and on.
Excellent. So, should we go?
Yes, I think we shall.
Excellent. Keep an eye on our social medias. We're going to be blasting this lot. What's in Louise's stocking? Have to try and get a jingle, won't we, going?
You'll have to write one.
What's in Louise's stocking? Something like that. That's all. Just for the tune. I don't know. I'll record it on Wednesday. Oh,
Are you going to sing it as well?
Yeah, of course I'm going to sing it. Or we could go on to fiverr.com and get someone to record it for us.
Yes, let's.
Should we? Should we do that? All right, then we'll do that.
That would be good.
I'll do that tonight. I'll go on fiverr.com and get someone to make a little bit of a Christmas jingle
I'd love that.
for what's in Louise's stocking. All right.
Cheesy as they can make it.
Oh, yes. Yes. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Okay.
Get Father Christmas to sing it.
We could, couldn't we? All right, then. We'll do it. Okay. So, go. Where's this going to go? All right. Say goodbye, Louise.
Bye.
Everyone take care. We will see you next Monday. Bye.